Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. Clarity. Gemini, this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, or anybody who happens upon this video, because it's an energy reading. So you would not have found this if there was not something here that you needed to hear, showing up at just the right time, exactly when you needed to hear it. And this is where your message begins. Let's look. Why is this? How are these in reverse when everything, I guess they're meant to be, right? So we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is usually somebody who is not so good with money, at the very least, financially irresponsible, or they feel like their life is out of whack. They don't have really any say or control over it. Or somebody who is unnecessarily greedy or domineering and controlling, especially with regards to the fact that they, with finances or for finance, sometimes this is a gold digger too. That's very specific though. And then we have the Hanged Man in reverse. So what that tells me is there's impulsivity here. There's no waiting. Rushing in, being impulsive, not being mature or practiced or practical, kind of being sloppy, to be honest with you, and maybe being a little bit lazy with regards to self-control and dedication. I'm just going to say this. Somebody up in here got sloppy. That's what I see. Somebody up in here got sloppy. And I don't have any context as to what this is. Maybe you do. You tell me. Write it down below. I will see based on, like, tell me the timestamp. Like when are you writing this comment? Because maybe you're already clued in. I have no idea. But this is sloppy. Somebody getting sloppy, and I don't understand why, Gemini. I don't understand why. So let's understand why. Somebody getting sloppy. Rushing in, fools rush in, or a sense of going in a different direction. This is the Death card, so something absolutely ended, completely ruined. It was done. It was over. Having to move on after the end of something, after maybe something you had no choice of, ended up ending completely, totally ending. And then we have finding the solutions for things or figuring things out. Eight of Swords in reverse, which is really, really good. Getting out of isolation, figuring out how to get yourself out of isolation. 10 of Cups. This is almost like figuring how to get yourself out of a bad situation or a bad relationship, maybe even a divorce, getting out of a family situation that was just toxic, or, you know, it was so bad that you felt alone even when you weren't. This is figuring out how to make yourself feel better and feel good, like bring yourself back to a state of happiness by getting out of a circumstance that was probably, with the 10 of Cups in reverse, is probably some sort of divorce or a breakup of a family. But in some ways, it's like, I have to go. I have to go. I have to go. I have to go. And this could be like coming back to that cycle, or finishing up that cycle, or having to confront that cycle. Finish it up so that you can be free of it and move on from it. Or meeting up with somebody now that you have to end things with or finish this cycle out with. You have to confront in order to move on from. Maybe you didn't even expect that you were going to come in contact with that person. You thought that it was over. It's going to be over when you walk on from this meeting or connection with them, even if it wasn't planned. There's just this energy of needing the liberation and the freedom from this. After somebody was very selfish indeed and left you with nothing. This is walking away from what was clearly toxic and what clearly did not work for you. Or somebody's walking away from you for the exact same reasons, in which case you would just have to acknowledge you are the problem. whoever this is, they are the problem, not the person that walked on or moved on. This is like starting fresh and starting new, like rising from the ashes, and in some ways, accepting the ashes, accepting that you don't want something to ever come back, because it made you miserable, and it made you lesser than you were capable of being. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, once again, lazy or irresponsible, or gold digging, don't want to do any work, don't want to wait, definitely ready to not wait anymore because it's taking too long, definitely not patient, right? It's almost like watch yourself, watch impatience, watch out for impatience. You don't want to go into a direction that you're actually not ready for, not prepared for, like taking a leap before you have your wings. Be very careful. This is where the energy has come from. It all adds up to somebody taking a leap before they have their wings, simply because they want their wings, because they want to get out of a bad situation right away. Ultimately, there is, by the look of the cards, an absolute need for me to tell you, you should not spontaneously rush into this. There should be nothing spontaneous about it. And getting reacting to this could end up worse than, I'm not saying sit in it or convince yourself you should stay. No, I think you need to go. That's confirmed, but you don't have to rush it to a point where you're not ready and you're pushing it. You are, in the fact that you are correct that this has to end, it's already ended. The universe agrees with you. It has to end. So it's going to end. You don't have to push that fact. It's just going to be over. Then we have, leading up to this, bring love into the situation. You're very close to achieving your goal. Okay. Luck is on your side. Okay. You had your hopes up real high over this. Could have been Virgo energy. You are good enough, feeling complete, feeling like you connect, like everything adds up to where you want it to be. Your dreams need a practical plan. This is earth energy. So figuring something out, or not feeling over your head when it came to, it's like you're good enough to be in the room with the posh, right? The people who would think they were better than you. Like trying to earn it or working to earn it. Take time to breathe out, needing a little relaxation from it. And then Gemini energy, communication is key. You know what this reminds me of? There's only so long you can deal with something, even something that you think is a strategic investment to get you to a place that's better than where you are now. There's only so long you can deal with any bullshit before you just call it what it is, bullshit, and stop being able to tolerate that. What it feels like to me now is that you've reached that breaking point. Even if you've bought yourself there, this is like, I got to wake up and I got to get free of this. I got to shake this off. Bring love into the situation. This is community. So that's a hint from the universe. To take the right step, first bring it into the community. Share it, talk about it, maybe even make it public. This sense of don't let yourself be isolated or feel alone anymore. And I'm not saying you have to make this huge, grandiose announcement, but the first step is tackling that isolation that will keep you in a state of perpetual sadness or isolation, right? Don't. Instead, share it, communicate it, talk about it. And you'll start to see how people listen and water you and want to hear you and care about you. And that will start to unravel everything else around it. So you don't have to worry about unknotting yourself or force or rush this situation. It will start unknotting itself on its own, but you do have to be the one that initiates it by acknowledging the fact that you have become too isolated, and that you've maybe you've taken too much on your own shoulders. You need to hold on. You need to share. I don't talk about the situation, get it off your chest. Believe that you can be loved. Believe that it's not all on you and not all your responsibility. Believe in the, connectivity of it all. It seems like somebody's getting a great deal of praise here. And maybe they don't know who this person, maybe you're not getting a real clear perspective of who this person really is. It seems like you want them to be something, and so you're rushing in. But I don't think this was something that was meant to last, or that is as stable or as correct as you might want to think it is or pretend that it is. Interesting. I don't know where that commentary came from, but let's just keep going. Ooh, jeez. Gemini energy. Lots coming out in the past here. So remember, I have to say this, guys, remember that Mercury is still in Scorpio, and I can't understate this. Shit that you don't want to be revealed is revealed at that time. Sometimes it just comes up and bubbles up out of you without you realizing it. Message in a bottle has fallen in my lap. So there was some information that's about to be, like maybe a phone call that you get, maybe something that you never told somebody or something that was kept from you. That's coming. It's coming, and the communication is key that sets all of this off. And then we have imagine in the past. Imagine, and then message in a bottle. It's finally come. It's come. It's realized. It's here. It's a long time coming, or it's finally delivered. You finally get to touch and read or talk about and say what you could never get off your chest before. Maybe somebody said goodbye too young, at too early of an age, or you miss them, and it's almost like I wish that I could talk or say, and now what you wanted to say comes out. Now these things are finally said out loud. This is catharsis. What is this message in a bottle? What is this message in a bottle? What is this message in a bottle? Something that's going to change shit. It's something that's going to break things apart, and it's something that's going to shock the shit out of you. What is it? It's something potentially destructive of what was once a happy family. There's some sort of revelation that's coming out about something that was once a happy family. I don't know what the participation was, or just the fact that maybe you never knew what was truly going on. But now the message comes out that might ruin this happy family, because there is a truth here that was quite detrimental and almost like an atom bomb to it. What was that truth? What is that truth? Things were not as stable as you thought they were. Ace of Wands, there's maybe ambiguous masculinity, a promise that was taken back, or an opportunity that was taken back, or Ace of Wands is masculine, it's virile. So that could be that there was instability there. There was destabilized masculinity or masculine support, or being unsure or unclear. But then we have the Seven of Wands, sticking up for yourself, standing. It's almost like somebody's trying to defend what isn't really defensible, because it isn't as strong as you might want it to be. And so there's a sense of somebody didn't want you to know that. Didn't want you to know that there was a compromise here. Maybe even financially there was a compromise, or that somebody paid or manipulated to get a shot or a chance, or like somebody that was fighting to maintain an image as opposed to reveal the reality of something. Page of Cups in reverse means this is inconsiderate energy. It's selfish. It could be a little bit narcissistic. This sense of entitlement or lack of concern for another person's emotions. It's the opposite of kind. It's kind of selfish and whiny and impulsive. Who is this person? Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, what is the message that you're needing me to send, God? What about it? It's coming out. It's going to be very clear. It's coming out. This is something that you can't hide. What is coming out? What is it? That somebody was intentionally hurtful and spiteful. This is, once again, narcissism. Somebody thought they could get away with doing something really horrible. Yeah, they were, once again, immature, misleading, wasn't as half as smart as they thought that they were. Like defeat of this level of like basing really mean and cruel actions on misguided, stupid, unsupported, and incorrect information. What? Wow. Angel message. Let's get an angel message. Then we got to go to the extended. I will see you there. I hope. We have Aqua Aurora. Healthy communication in relationships, heart-to-heart discussions, and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. In reverse, or sloppy, like flattened. So, yeah, somebody was not upfront or straightforward, or the communication was very derogatory and contentious. There was an energy of fighting for what you don't deserve, or taking the moral high ground, even though they were a liar, right? This sense of, I feel like I could gaslight, or I should be able to gaslight my way through the situation. And it's going to become abundantly clear what was really happening. And that will bring a lot of heartbreak, but also a lot of very clear, like, truths, just to let you know. Let's go to the extended. We'll pick up on more. I hope you will join me. Link is below.